Something massive is happening tonight. The air feels heavier. The silence feels alive. You can sense it. Something is shifting in the unseen. The universe is choosing who will rise and who will fade away. And if you're hearing this right now, it's not an accident, because you were never ordinary. You were chosen. Your life hasn't been random. Every heartbreak, every delay, every rejection, it was training. You've been forged in spiritual fire, sculpted by chaos, and guided by something much greater than luck. But here's the warning. By midnight tonight, everything about you could change. Your energy, your timeline, your purpose. All of it is being rewritten. This is not another night. This is the night the universe checks who's ready to step into power and who will stay stuck in fear. The people who once underestimated you, they're about to realize who they were really dealing with. The ones who walked away when you were at your lowest. They'll hear your name again, this time whispered with awe. Because tonight marks the final shift. The moment your hidden potential breaks the surface, you'll feel it in your body. Chills, heat, maybe even sudden emotion. Don't brush it off. That's the frequency of destiny syncing with your soul. Something you prayed for, cried for, waited years for. It's aligning in real time. But the universe doesn't just hand power to anyone. It tests, it observes, it chooses. And tonight, you're being watched, not by people, but by energy itself. Every thought, every word, every emotion is casting a vote for the life you're about to live. Are you thinking fear or faith, doubt or destiny? Because what you focus on in the next few hours decides what your next few years look like. So stay with me till the end, because before this video finishes, you'll know why your soul was awakened. You'll understand why nothing in your life ever made sense until now. And most importantly, you'll discover what you're about to become. The countdown to your transformation starts now. This is not a message, it's an activation. So take a deep breath, because the final shift begins tonight. You've felt it your whole life, haven't you? That sense that you were different. You could be standing in a crowded room and still feel completely alone. Not because something was wrong with you, but because your energy was never meant to blend in. You weren't built for average. You were marked for something greater. Since childhood, you've carried a sensitivity that others couldn't understand. You could sense when something was off. Long before anyone said a word, you picked up emotions, hidden intentions, even the pain behind someone's smile. You didn't know it then, but that wasn't weakness. That was divine intuition in disguise. The universe marked you early. It whispered through numbers. 111, 333, 888, trying to get your attention. Every time you saw those repeating signs, it wasn't coincidence. It was confirmation. Confirmation that you were waking up, that your soul had signed up for something most people could never handle. But here's what nobody tells you. Being chosen doesn't start with light. It starts with loss. You lose friends, you lose peace. Sometimes you even lose yourself. Because the moment you're chosen, life stops letting you live small. It starts pushing you, testing you, stripping away everything fake until only truth remains. You might have noticed how people pull away from you without reason. That's not rejection, that's spiritual separation. Your vibration rises, and their old energy can't survive around it. You might feel lonely, but in truth, you're being repositioned for divine alignment. This is called the activation phase, the moment the universe begins reshaping your life for the destiny it prepared. It's not always beautiful. Sometimes it's chaos, sometimes it's heartbreak, but beneath all of that pain is precision. Everything breaking down around you is making space for what's meant to rise. You might ask, why me? Why do I have to go through all this? Because not everyone is built to carry light. Some souls are designed to awaken others, and that's you. You're the bridge between worlds, the light that enters the darkness to remind others they're not alone. But here's the twist. Most people who feel chosen fail the first test before they even know it's begun. They mistake spiritual warfare for bad luck. They chase approval instead of alignment. They give up right before their miracle is about to appear. Don't make that mistake. If you're feeling pressure right now, it's not because you're cursed. It's because you're becoming. Pressure creates diamonds, and your soul signed up for the diamond path. So tonight, when you feel that strange pull in your spirit, that tension, that heaviness, don't run from it. It's the sign you're being recalibrated. The old version of you is dissolving, and the new you is downloading. Remember, you're not broken. You're awakening. That's why you've always seen the world differently. That's why people told you think too deep, or you feel too much. No, you see too much. You sense too much, because your soul operates at a higher frequency. You're not meant to fit in. You're meant to stand out. You're not meant to follow the crowd. You're meant to lead the shift. So if you've ever felt misunderstood, if you've ever been told you're too intense, too emotional, too different, congratulations. That's your confirmation. You've been marked by the divine. Comment, "I'm awake," if this resonates with you. If you know deep down that something inside you has always been waiting for this moment. Because from this point forward, your activation is no longer pending. It's live. The universe has chosen, and it chose you. There comes a moment on every chosen one's path when the light disappears. Everything feels quiet, cold. It's like the world turns its back on you all at once. Friends vanish, doors close, and even your prayers seem to echo into nothing. This is not coincidence. This is what I call the hidden test of darkness. And if you're going through it right now, you need to hear me. This is not punishment. It's proof of power. Before light expands, darkness always checks if you're ready to carry it. You can't awaken divine strength until you face divine silence. That silence you feel right now, that emptiness, that's not absence. That's assessment. The universe is watching to see if you'll break or build. When the test begins, it won't announce itself. It arrives quietly, through betrayal, heartbreak, isolation. People you trusted will suddenly turn cold. Opportunities that felt guaranteed will crumble overnight. Even the ones who once said, "I'll never leave you," will vanish without a word. And you'll sit there asking, "Why me? What did I do wrong?" But listen closely, you did everything right. That's why the storm came for you, because the moment your vibration starts rising, every lower energy around you starts to panic. They don't hate you, they fear what you're becoming. You're shifting timelines while they're still repeating cycles. You're outgrowing conversations, habits, people, and that scares them. So instead of evolving, they distance. Instead of celebrating you, they question you. But here's the twist. The pain you thought was rejection was actually divine redirection. Those closed doors were detours toward destiny. That heartbreak was the universe removing the one who couldn't walk with your higher purpose. That job that slipped away, it wasn't failure, it was spiritual protection. You see, the darkness doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to reveal you. It strips away everything temporary so only truth can remain. You can't fake strength when everything you leaned on is gone. You either rise or you rise higher. There's no other option. Think about it. The heroes in every story don't awaken in comfort, they awaken in chaos. Pressure creates warriors. Silence sharpens intuition. And every time you've said, "I can't take this anymore," the universe whispered back, "Yes, you can, and you will." You've already passed more tests than you realize. Remember that night you cried yourself to sleep but still woke up the next day with a spark of faith left? That was victory. That was your spirit proving it can't be broken. So if you're in the middle of your darkness, don't quit now, because light isn't something you find. It's something you become. You are the light walking through the dark. You are the prophecy surviving the storm. This season isn't ending you, it's refining you. It's shaping your purpose, purging your past, and preparing your platform. The same people who left you in silence will soon hear your name in success. The pain you're feeling right now is sacred. It's not evidence of weakness, it's the ceremony of rebirth. And by the time this phase ends, you won't even recognize yourself. So if you've walked through betrayal, loss, or silence and still kept your heart open, that's your confirmation you passed the test. Comment below, "I survived the test," if you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because from this moment on, you're not just surviving, you're ascending. Look at the clock, because tonight isn't like any other night. Between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m., the universe opens what mystics call the transformation window. It's that thin line between your past and your potential, between what was and what's about to be. And whether you realize it or not, your soul has been waiting for this night all along. At this very hour, your energy is being rewritten. Your thoughts, your emotions, even the rhythm of your breath, it's all syncing with a new timeline. You might feel restless, emotional, maybe even on edge. That's not anxiety, that's activation. Your old self is dying quietly, and your destiny is beginning to breathe for the first time. This is the hour when reality bends toward belief, the time when your thoughts carry more power than you can imagine. Every word you whisper, every image you hold in your mind, it's programming your next 30 days. So don't waste this window scrolling, worrying, or overthinking. Use it, claim it, direct it. Take a deep breath. Now close your eyes for a second and visualize who you're becoming tonight. See yourself walking into rooms that once intimidated you, but now the energy shifts when you arrive. See your finances expanding, your health glowing, your relationships filled with peace and reciprocity. Feel the relief of finally being free from old patterns that used to trap you. Hear the sound of your new life calling your name. This is not imagination, it's manifestation. Because between 11 p.m. and 3 a.m., the veil between the physical and the divine becomes paper thin, and your vibration, your emotions, are the key that unlocks it. But here's the twist. The transformation only locks in if your last thought before sleep is gratitude, not fear. Gratitude seals your new frequency. Fear resets it. If you go to sleep worrying, the universe has to repeat the same lesson. But if you fall asleep thankful, even for the smallest things, the universe upgrades your entire path overnight. So tonight, before you close your eyes, speak gratitude out loud. Thank you for everything that left. It made space for what's coming. Thank you for the delay. It protected me from disaster. Thank you for the pain. It made me powerful. Your words are magic. Your heart is a transmitter. Whatever signal you send before you sleep, that's the reality that begins constructing itself around you. So if you're serious about your rebirth, make tonight sacred. Turn off the noise. Sit in silence. Feel your heartbeat. That's the sound of your soul remembering its purpose. Write down one thing you're ready to release and one thing you're ready to receive. Say it like a contract with the universe. This is not just another night. It's the night your new frequency locks in. By sunrise, your aura will feel lighter. You'll wake up knowing something invisible has shifted. The same situations will no longer drain you. The same patterns will no longer repeat. You'll start attracting instead of chasing, receiving instead of begging, rising instead of surviving. Because tonight, between those hours of silence, the universe is whispering one question. Are you ready to become what you were born to be? So I'll ask you right now, what will you release tonight? Drop it in the comments below and let's make it real. Because the moment you declare it, the energy begins to move. And by the time the stars fade into morning, you won't just be you anymore, you'll be reborn. Something inside you has already shifted. You can feel it. The way you breathe deeper, think clearer, walk slower but stronger. It's not arrogance, it's awareness. You're no longer chasing alignment, you are alignment. This is what happens when a chosen one completes the transformation window. You start turning into everything you were meant to be, powerful, magnetic, unstoppable. Let's talk about what you're becoming starting tonight. 1. The magnetic aura. Your energy field is expanding. People will feel you before they see you. Your presence will start speaking louder than your words. When you walk into a room, conversations might pause, not out of judgment, but curiosity. They'll sense something new in you, a glow that doesn't fade, a confidence that doesn't need validation. You'll notice strangers smiling at you for no reason, opportunities flowing without force, and random synchronicities aligning perfectly. Because your frequency is finally clean. You're no longer begging for energy, you're broadcasting it. You've become the signal others have been unconsciously searching for. The universe has flipped your magnet. Now what's meant for you can't resist you. 2. Instant manifestation. You're stepping into the stage where thought equals creation. You'll think of someone, and they'll text you. You'll visualize a new path, and the door will appear out of nowhere. It's not magic, it's resonance. When your frequency rises high enough, reality bends to meet it. Time shortens. Manifestations speed up. You'll start to notice that things that once took months now happen in days. That's because your vibration has entered the response zone. Be careful what you focus on, because the universe is now listening closely. Every thought is a request. Every emotion is a command. This is the level of power you've earned, not by luck, but by endurance. 3. Unshakable peace. This might be the most powerful trait of all. Calm amidst chaos. You'll find yourself no longer reacting to drama, gossip, or negativity. People who once triggered you will lose access to your emotions. You'll watch storms form around you and stay perfectly still inside your center. Peace used to be what you prayed for. Now it's what you carry. It's not that your problems vanish, it's that you no longer identify with them. You'll start protecting your energy like a temple because you finally understand it's sacred. But here's the twist. When your vibration rises, not everyone can stay. Some will disappear overnight, and that's not loss. It's protection. The universe doesn't want your new light contaminated by old energy. The people who ghosted you, the friends who drifted, the sudden endings, they weren't punishment, they were upgrades in disguise. Because where you're going, not everyone can breathe that altitude. Some will sense your shift and label it distance. Others will call it change. Let them. You're not becoming colder, you're becoming clearer. You're not harder to reach, you're harder to drain. And when you start to see people fall away, don't chase. You're not being abandoned, you're being refined. You're stepping into a frequency that only truth can survive in. So if you've lost people recently, but deep down felt a strange sense of peace instead of pain, that was your soul whispering, you're safe now. Because the universe doesn't subtract without reason. It subtracts to simplify your path to destiny. Have you lost someone suddenly but felt relief instead of grief? Comment below, protected if yes. Because that's your confirmation. Your energy is evolving, and everything not meant for your new vibration is gently being removed. You are no longer the seeker. You've become the source. You've become the power that others will one day talk about. You don't have to wait months or years to see your transformation. The signs are already here, surrounding you, whispering that your new reality has begun. And once you recognize them, you'll realize the universe has been speaking to you the entire time. Let's talk about the confirmation, the proof that you are no longer who you used to be. Sign number 1, the numbers that follow you. You keep seeing 1111, 222, 333, 888 on clocks, receipts, license plates, everywhere. Those numbers aren't random, they're codes. Each one carries a frequency. 111 for new beginnings, 222 for divine balance, 888 for abundance. It's the universe's way of saying, we see your effort. Keep going. When you see these numbers, it's not luck, it's alignment. It's confirmation that your energy field has synced with your higher timeline. You're not chasing signs anymore. The signs are chasing you. Sign number 2, the dreams that feel too real. Lately, your dreams have felt different, haven't they? More vivid, more symbolic. You wake up remembering faces, places, conversations that feel like more than imagination. That's because your subconscious is now downloading divine data. These are messages from your higher self, blueprints of the life you're stepping into. Every dream is a classroom, teaching you who you're becoming. Sometimes you'll see old friends, that's closure. Sometimes you'll fly, that's freedom. And sometimes you'll wake up in tears, that's release. Don't dismiss them, write them down. They're not random, they're revelations. Sign number 3, random chills and déjà vu. You're talking to someone, and suddenly chills run down your arms. Or you enter a place you've never been before but feel like you've lived there before. That's your spirit confirming you're in alignment. Those chills are energy upgrades, mini downloads from the universe recalibrating your frequency. And déjà vu? That's your soul catching up with the timeline it already saw in your destiny. It means you're no longer hoping for alignment. You're living it. Sign number 4. You feel lighter. Have you noticed it? The heaviness that once sat on your chest is lifting. You laugh easier, you forgive quicker. You stop explaining yourself. It's not detachment, it's divine maturity. You've stopped forcing things because your spirit finally trusts timing. That's how you know you've stepped into your chosen vibration. Your glow is no longer physical, it's energetic. You don't even realize it, but people feel safer around you, calmer around you, because you're radiating peace. And peace is the loudest frequency of all. Now listen closely, because this is crucial. But here's the twist. Your next 72 hours will mirror your energy tonight. Choose wisely. If you end this night in fear, your next 3 days will repeat confusion. But if you end this night in gratitude, in faith, in belief, the next 72 hours will unfold like divine proof. You'll receive calls that change direction, messages from people who once disappeared, opportunities that show up out of nowhere. That's not coincidence. That's confirmation. The universe is echoing your energy back to you in real time. What you project tonight becomes what you live next week. So guard your mind, protect your thoughts, speak power into your timeline before you sleep. Say it out loud. I am ready for my upgrade. Because once those words leave your mouth, the universe gets to work. Comment, I'm ready for my upgrade, if you can feel your energy rising right now. Because this isn't the end of your transformation. This is the evidence that it's already begun. Your chills are downloads. Your dreams are confirmations. Your numbers are invitations. You are not waiting for proof. You are the proof. And the next 72 hours will show you exactly that. Tonight isn't random. It's written. From the moment your soul entered this lifetime, this exact night was etched into your destiny. The struggles you faced weren't punishment, they were preparation. Every heartbreak, every loss, every sleepless night was shaping you for this becoming. You're not the same person who started this journey. You've been broken open, rebuilt, and reborn, piece by piece, breath by breath. And now, the universe finally says, it's time. Tonight, your old energy fades quietly into the background, and your new timeline activates like sunrise after a storm. You will wake up different, stronger, brighter, untouchable. Because when the universe chooses a soul to carry light, it never gives them an easy road. It gives them an eternal purpose. You are the storm they tried to survive. You are the miracle they can't explain. You are the prophecy unfolding in real time. Everything that tried to break you has now become your foundation. Everything that left you has made space for what's truly meant for you. And every single tear you cried has watered the soil of your rebirth. This is the prophecy of becoming, where faith meets proof and pain meets power. Where your name begins to echo in the right rooms, your energy begins to shift entire spaces, and your soul begins to remember who it really is. You're not waiting for alignment anymore. You are alignment. You're not begging for miracles. You are the miracle. The version of you that once doubted, feared, and questioned, that version dies tonight. Because at this exact moment, your timeline resets. Your new path begins. And everything you've prayed for starts moving toward you like destiny catching up. You'll see it in the eyes of strangers who recognize your light. You'll feel it in the calm that replaces your old chaos. And you'll know it when you wake up tomorrow, because nothing will feel the same again. So don't fear the unknown. You built it. Don't question the timing. You aligned it. Don't look back. You've already outgrown it. From this night forward, your energy will no longer ask for permission. It will command miracles. Your presence will no longer seek validation. It will radiate purpose. And the world will no longer overlook you. It will remember you. because you, the chosen one, have crossed the threshold. You have become what you were always destined to be. Comment, "I claim my transformation tonight," if you feel this prophecy in your soul, because your rebirth begins now. Not tomorrow, not someday, now. Like, share, and subscribe, because the next video will reveal what happens 3 days after you awaken. The universe is already listening, and tonight, it just said yes. Moon and star,